I want to say all praises and honor to Yahweh, Barashem Yahushai, Barashem Rakapadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers out there pushing truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. We basically am from the Jamaica Jamaica camp. I'm out here in Port Antonio, Portland. This evening we want to do my video. You see me in Marshal, the hour of temptation, the Rfid, the Microchip and all these things, because we live night time and a lot of prophecies basically taking place. You see it, and a lot of things going to happen night time. We're approaching right now. You see, because we already say, oh, hey, this economy about to collapse in the day now. You see, based off of what takes place right now internationally. You see, so what we are doing now, we are getting this article and then after all the content of some scriptures. You see, you can go on, brother?
It's an article from United Truth Seekers, published December 20, 2014. It's the CIA insider details Fema camps Ebola 2015 and blue, red or yellow list.
See, you have a blue, red and yellow list. See, what you basically have, we basically put certain people in category. You see, we'll get destroy. You see, we want to certain people. You see, continue, brother.
It says here, the CIA insider tells where and when people will be rounded up and take to concentration camps.
And we should go back to Bible prophecy. Can you bring on scripture, brother?
So this is 2 Corinthians 5, verse 1. So nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come.
And we're approaching that day right now, as we mentioned earlier. Early on. You see, we're approaching the time. You see, when a lot of things going to happen. You see, to our people, the time of Jacob's trouble. Go on, brother.
So behold, the days shall come, that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number.
Shall be taken in a great number, because a lot of people going to get brought to concentration camp or Fema camps. You see, if we receive a Rfid microchip. What?
Right. And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Right. See, that's what Yahweh said. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man come, shall he find faith on the earth? Because a lot of people are going to lose them faith. Right. You see, when chaos starts and all hell break loose, a lot of people are going to lose them faith too. Right. That's the reason why people say, either anyone today and the same shall be saved. You see, because all of us going to get tried. It's possible. Every man work when they basically built on. You see, I get tried. I basically get tried in the time to come. You see, rough powerful in the scripture. You see, so a lot of people are going to get brought to concentration camp, even men of the Lord. You see, and this is basically Bible prophecy. You see what they basically mentioned earlier. You can continue the article, brother.
It says, Ebola is just one of the excuses given to be all off the Fema camp. There are many more. Keep an eye out for a red, blue,
and yellow list.
Yellow dot and mailbox. Government issues letter and email. It says red list, enemies of the New World Order community, leaders dragged out of their homes 4 a.m. while all are asleep.
So this is what the so-called white man are planning to do. You see me? You know, running for us. It's the night time to come. We should go back to Bible prophecy also. You see, because we know that as a lot of men going to get grabbed up. You see me, during the time. You see me, Marshal declare. You see, because go back to our Bible prophecy. Yeah. People say, well, the Lord are going to lift up a standard against him. So you have certain men who are going to basically get brought to concentration camp. You have certain men who are going to receive spiritual power. You see me? Also, what?
Hey, basically, scripture basically tells us it's time to wake out of deep sleep, man.
High time.
No, high time, we are supposed to yes. And as the article say, hey, 4 a.m. in the morning when you're asleep, man. That's why the Lord, Yahweh he say, watch and pray. Sure. See? Him tell us, man, to watch and pray, man. See? That we don't get caught. See?
I appreciate it. Yeah? This is Luke 21 and verse 12. Right, say, but before all these, they shall lay hands on you and persecute you and deliver you up to synagogues and into prisons.
And into prisons. So a lot of us going to get brought up to so-called white man prison or concentration camp or Fema camps. Don't forget torture, because they want to torture a lot of us. It is true. You heard that Yahweh Shai, go on?
And being brought before kings and rulers.
So we get brought before kings and rulers. You see me, even the bank in the least. Go on.
Alright. In born 4 kings and rulers for my name's sake.
Go on.
Continue.
Yeah.
And it shall turn to you for a testimony, and settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what he shall say, what he shall answer.
When he shall answer, because there are times when I get shaky or frightened.
Right.
You see it, because the East are going to run in for your 3 o'clock. But when I say 4 o'clock, then go come at 3 o'clock or 3:30. You see, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But in them time they want basically running for us. You see. But so what scripture say, we're not supposed to do?
Yeah, not to meditate.
Not to meditate, so we're supposed to think upon what we're going to say. Before the, because go on.
Say, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversary shall not be able to gainsay and resist.
Exactly.
Say, and he shall be betrayed both by parents.
People say he shall be betrayed both by what? Parents.
And
so even our basically parents in that time to come and turn from us. Right. You see, when Esau started basically push us out in the media, demonize us, and he already started already.
Right.
So then do a lot of tests, running a lot of tests on that. Yo. So even our brother, even man in the street, you see, because Esau have them agents among to camp them. Right. So even man in the street, I go basically bring it into Esau. Yo. See, go on.
So it said, say, and he shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren,
go on,
king folks and friends,
and friends.
And some of you they shall cause to be put to death.
So some of us going to get put to death.
Which is right, man.
And say, and he shall be hated by all men for my name's sake.
Exactly.
Right. It says back on the red list, it says red list it says enemies of the NWO, the New World Order community, leaders drag out of their homes 4 a.m. while all are asleep to Fema camps and kill with guillotines.
Hey, read the scripture there, brother, before we go no further. Because John, you see, we get the vision, you see, in the island of Patmos, you see, we have this prophecy. This is where brother read about. Revelation 20 and 4.
Revelation 20 and verse 4.
One.
And I saw thrones, and they sat. I saw thrones, and they sat upon them.
So John saw thrones and they that sat upon them. So John basically see certain member of the elect was down upon basically throne. Just like what Yahushua tell the disciple. You see me, he that basically forsake mother, house, land, you see me, and children for the Lord name's sake. He shall sit upon 12 thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So John saw that. So John basically see all these things, right? Because the Lord basically give the vision of these things to come, right?
And judgment was given unto them.
And
I saw the souls.
And he also saw the souls. You see me? Certain member of the elect, one.
Of them that were beheaded.
One.
For the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh.
One.
And which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image.
Worship the beast and his image. The image of basically so-called white man system like this new world order plan. You see me? And the beast is NATO alongside the EU. So the elect now go basically worship the beast nor his image. Go on.
Neither have received his mark upon their forehead nor in their hands.
So the elect now go take the so-called white man chip. See, they must basically be faithful unto death, as the scripture say.
Right.
What?
And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years.
While they were asleep to Fema camps and kill with guillotine, harvest internal organs for future use.
So they are harvest a lot of organs. That's the reason why they have these FEMA coffins across America. You see, because Esau have been preparing. You see, for the time of martial law. You see, because they have them plan already. So a lot of people are going to get the harvest. It's enough who have bad body parts. You see, we can basically receive it because it's expensive. You see, body organ is very expensive. So they are prepare all these things, yo. You see, but guess what? They are preparing vain. They are not prepared basically fulfill Bible prophecy. Because they now accomplish a new world order. So if I tell you what the Lord, when he about to full his belly, when he about to accomplish a new world order, the Lord will cast the few of his wrath upon him. This trying plan, yo. See, right now the midst of Esau plan, through a monkey wrench in plan. What?
Then it says the blue list, chip, mind control, rehabilitation,
what?
re-educated.
Just like what happened to 4 parents during the time of slavery. But the so-called white man to 4 parents during the time of slavery. See, me beat out every single thing and re-educate them. See, like for example, the movie Roots with Kunto Kente. Beat him and say, what is your name? Say, Kunto Kente, beat your time to this is what? Toby. Which basically is a normal woman because you know chop off in two. You see? So when they do 204 paint and they plan to do all over again, to re-educate the people. You see, the devil, if you sure say so-called white man don't change you. It's devil back then and the same devil today. Go on?
The part not change the spot, man.
Go on, exactly.
It says, chip re-educated, most will not survive.
Most will not
Says
survive.
yellow list.
Go on?
Chip, no threat, instructed, how to behave, most will be starved unless eaters will be gas or guillotine. See? Basically, hey, if you're not starved to death, you're going to guillotine.
Man. A lot of people going to take the chip because they don't want to starve to death.
Which is right.
See, and people tell say, to die from famines are terrible way to die. It's better to die by the sword that basically die from hunger, famine. See, one of the worst way to die, one of the worst way to die by famine. So a lot of people going to give in and take the so-called white man chip and get destroyed.
This man have him ways of bring forth all of these things, man.
God.
Because basically by crushing the economy, man. See?
Yeah, we don't have time when I'm about to basically do that.
See, I'm going to crush the economy. So a lot of you people, but hey, you're going to want food and you're going to want this and you're going to want that. When you don't have no money to go to, man, because the banks are going to crush with the money now. See? So, and this is the only way. When the case start broke out, you just introduce this. So this is the solution. See?
This is 2nd Ezra 15, start of verse 40.
Right?
Say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
That's what the scripture says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And the word woe mean basically destruction or suffering. See, at that time period right now, a lot of people are going to basically get destroyed. Or people are going to basically go through a lot of things, yo. The time of Jacob's trouble we're approaching right now. What?
Alright. For the sword and your destruction joy night.
For the sword and your destruction joy night. You see, the third word is what joy night. You see, because the ultimate sword that the Heavenly Father are going to use in this time that we're living in these ICBM missiles that we're going to fire off from across the world. You see, me in America. So that time period we're living in right now. What?
Right. And one people shall stand up to fight against another with sword in their hands.
Scripture says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. That's the race war. You see me, race war also part of Bible prophecy. It will basically take place, you see me, starting in America. Our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian against the so-called white man and all these heathen nation. You see, the prophecy concerning basically God, which are the North American Indians. You see, man, the troop shall overcome God, but he shall overcome at the last. So the Gadites are basically kick so-called white man ass, you see me, this time around wicked. Right. That wouldn't basically to them. You see, you also have Judah, you also have Judah, and also Latinos against you so-called white people, because back to Bible prophecy as I mentioned.
Can.
Yeah, man.
Right. So it's for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
There's going to be a lot of basically chaos taking place here. See, people coming up against the government. That we already started to take place. We see the preparation taking place across the world right now. See, we much at our 14 country or 15 region.
Probably more.
See, if we reach our, if we pass all that too, the amount of chaos that take place across the world now. You see, the amount of riot we basically go on across the world right now. So this is what the scripture says. There shall be sedition among men. And we see to take place right now. You see, we see the preparation. You see, because this is the preparation, you see, for what basically to come. One?
Right. Sedition among men and invading one another.
And invading one another. One?
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
So the people are basically busy about them leaders no more. As I mentioned earlier, we already see that take place. You see, people losing it across the world. So out here in Jamaica very soon, you see me, shit, I got to start basically out here also. You already see, you did the last slide already. I'm out here. But pretty soon, you're going to see what I got out here in Jamaica also. You see, because that happened worldwide. Go on.
And the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Go on.
And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Because you're going to have checkpoint. You see, you're going to have certain place, basically, a certain street or a certain lane locked down. You see, by military, soldiers or police. See, go on, brother.
So for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Go on.
The houses shall be
The
destroyed.
houses shall be destroyed. People going to burn places like what I see take place across the world. Supermarket going to get burned. The house is going to get burned. People going to hunt and basically burn place yo, because people are going to basically lose it. When this economy collapse, yo, it's as mentioned, you already see the preparation taking place. It's even for sure the times we live in it. Go on.
And men shall be afraid.
And men shall be afraid because the pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. Man, I will cry like a woman in travail pain.
I say a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So when shit hit the fan, you see, this is what will happen. Nobody not got business about nobody again.
Every man for them own.
Every man for them own. In the second is 6 and 22 and say. And at that time, friend shall fight against friend like enemies.
Right.
So this is what the scripture says. So a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Because a man going to see you with your food and him not going to want that. You know, going to be like, no. You and him good, yeah? Because food are going to short you. We're going to have famine because the third world war coming with famine.
You kill or be killed.
Go on.
Right. So it's, man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
Done.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword
With the weapon, like the gun, the machete, the knife, go on.
and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread
Because,
and the great tribulation.
because of what? The lack of bread, famine, and great tribulation, the time of basically Jacob's trouble. You see, the upper chaos will take place worldwide.
It says, below is a list of 72 types of Americans that are considered to be extremists and potential terrorists in official U.S. government document. To see the original source document for each point, just click. Alright, we have to tell them about that. As you can see, the list covers most of the country. See? Let's go into some of the lists. We jump down at like 20 down at 10. It says anti-gay. See? Those that take actions to fight against exploitation. See? Anti-gay, anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim. The Patriot movement. We just opposition to equal rights for gays and lesbians. See?
Gone.
See?
See, against the
So
so-called white man, you world order.
See?
See, all this is in the concern the so-called white man, you world order. What?
You can see this, and you can see it say this clearly are referred to even Muslim because
Yeah.
we teach the scriptures and the scriptures against them.
And against gays and them things, man.
Alright,
Yeah?
so that automatically put us on the list.
Number 22 says, anyone that is opposed to the New World Order,
Gone.
see?
Like we.
That's basically we attack against it.
Yeah.
See? Actually. See? Terrorists.
See,
Third
let's
one.
read out some of them because we can't go through the whole list.
Anyone that
See, go on.
organize protests inspired by extremist ideology
Go on.
and them consider us as black
Extremists.
black extremists, man, because we teach the Bible, man, which is I'm just jump down to 72. Those that display 71. It said those that believe in end time prophecies.
Gone.
And that's
Exactly, that's the main one. We're the one that believe in end time prophecy. You see, and hey, if these so-called Christians, you see, because they believe that second coming. A lot of these so-called Christians they believe that, so they might even get put to death too.
And it's even 72. Say evangelical Christians.
Gone.
See?
This man want to get rid of the most time man, and the people.
Yeah, we mean that people,
that's
man. That I just him here.
Because all of them things that we refer to basically is written in the scriptures.
Can.
You know what I mean?
It said the groups of people in the list above are consider problems that need to be dealt with.
Gone.
In some of the documents referenced above, then members of the military are specifically warned not to have anything to do with such groups.
Gone.
Zin say it's your family, if you're part of the military, your family involved in this, then you're not supposed to have nothing to do with the family. Yeah.
Okay, and that's one of the reasons why I say your friends and your brother, you know what I mean?
Betray you.
Because if you say your brother is a soldier, you know what I mean? If him duties to take you in. You know, he can't be affiliated with you. You know, no way, man. And that's one of the reasons.
And they specifically want to have anything to do with such groups. We are moving into a very dangerous time in American history.
We already see that, yo. We see this time that we're living in. See the time that we're living in, yo.
All the rhetoric are put in place with such things happening. The civil war, civil unrest, the race war, and all of them stuff, man. See? As we've been talking about the economic collapse, man, because you know, say, hey, everybody talking about we all over the world, them say we are heading into an next recession, man. And this recession is gonna be bigger than the previous one, man. See? So you know, hey, this is gonna be a whole heap of chaos, man. See? Austerity measures and all of them stuff, the people are gonna riot all over the world. There you talk up on a higher scale.
Give Jeremiah, brother. Jeremiah 30 and 7.
Says you can now be considered a potential terrorist just because of your religious or political beliefs. Free speech is becoming a thing of the past.
Yeah, we already set even on YouTube. You see me, YouTube basically deleted our videos. Oh, hate speech.
Hey, and this list was this was released from 2014, man. I would say well, they're not 2019 now. So basically, so you see all of these things, all the way we are saying on the list, I come to pass right now in front of our face.
Go on, bro.
This is Jeremiah 30 verse 7.
What?
Right. Verse 7. Jeremiah 30 verse 7 says, alas, for that day is great.
What day is great? What?
Right, so that none is like it.
So that none is like it. So the time we're approaching right now, you see me, none is like it, yo. All the chaos and all the war we fight before. You see me, World War I, World War II cannot compare to this time that we're approaching right now. People say none is like it. Go on, brother.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And who is Jacob? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You see me, you are the true biblical Israelite today because Jacob changed the name to Israel. So it's full of trouble we're approaching right now. When I go through a lot of shit, now it's time to come, yo. What?
But he shall be saved out of it.
But the elect shall be saved out of it. What?
So far it shall come to pass in that day, say the Lord of hosts, that I will break the yoke from off thy neck and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Exactly, go on.
But they will serve the Lord their God and David their king, whom I will rise up unto them.
Exactly, go on. Continue.
So therefore, fear no, it's like a fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. Right? For lo, I will save thee from afar.
God say, Lord, I will deliver the elect. But tell you to the matter 24 and 31. You see, on this side, the Lord the elect, and not the whole nation of Israel. Say, Lord, I will deliver the elect out of this coming chaos. This is the time of Jacob's trouble we are approaching right now. God.
Alright. And thy seed from the land of their captivity.
Like how there right now, over this western side of the world. You see, most of the basically Israelite there right now. We scatter through the four corners of the earth. You see, but most over the western side of the world will get brought to. You see, man, all four parents get brought to during the time of slavery. So last time I go save us. You see me, the elect on this side, go on.
Right. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
God, nobody not gonna make us afraid again. See, when Lord basically put us back in our rightful place, yo. Go on.
For I am with thee, say the Lord,
go on.
To save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measures.
Say, Lord, say, I will correct us in measure. You see, what?
And will not leave thee altogether and punish.
And what is that measure? You see, give me Zechariah now, brother. Zechariah 13 and verse 8. You see, say, Lord, say, I will correct thee in measure. I'm not going to leave us altogether and punish. What? 13 and 8. Yeah.
Zechariah 13 verse 8.
Go on.
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord,
In all the land of America, go on.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. 2 to the people are get put to death. Go on.
But the third shall be left therein.
But the third shall be left therein. Go on.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
So last time I'm going to bring the third part through the fire, through all the afflictions and all the things. And all these things that we basically going to suffer in the time to come. Last willing we do the work until the end. And the ultimate fire, you see me, the ICBM missile fire where the chariot them will basically beam up. You see me, the elect by you. Go on.
And will refine them as silver is refined.
Go on.
And try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name.
So what the scripture said, the Lord said, they shall call on his name. You have to know the name of the Heavenly Father. Even if Heavenly Father is not God, nor Jehovah, nor Yahweh, now his son name is not Jesus. The true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shai the Son. You see me, Acts 26 and 14. You see the Lord speak to Saul who later become Paul in the Hebrew tongue. So the Lord must have a Hebrew name. So the say, they shall call on the Lord's name. Go on, brother.
And I will hear them.
And the Lord will hear us. You see, go on.
I will say, it is my people.
Go on.
And they shall say, the Lord thy God is my God.
Exactly. Lord is my power. Yahweh Bashmir Shai is our power.
The second verse 16 and verse 18, it says,
Go on.
it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning.
That's how we're approaching right now. You see, we're approaching at the time of beginning of sorrows. You see, we already see the protests as I mentioned earlier. And you see, and the things that will take place across the world. You see, we see what the economy is there right now. You see me, the economy about to collapse any day now soon. Go on.
The beginning of famine and great death.
The beginning of a famine and great death. And famine is a terrible way to die. Scripture tell you that. Go on.
The beginning of wars.
World War III. Go on.
And the powers shall stand in fear.
All these leaders and all these presidents across the world, they're going to trim like a leaf, yo. You see, when this thing start to really pop off the real way. Go on.
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
You think the average people think about all these things, yo? What am I going to do when all these things start to basically take place? You see, because they think the society will continue forever. That's the reason why people say, when they shall think of peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon them. You see, people say, the wise man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So what they can basically here, now is the acceptable time. See, don't wait until it's too late. You see, the time I get shorter and shorter. See, people say that put off Lord for day to day, because in your security I get destroyed.
I'm just jump up 40. I'm jump up verse 40. It says, oh my people, hear my word.
And who's the Lord's people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, Indian. Now is the time you're supposed to take heed to the word of the Heavenly Father. Go on.
It says, make you ready for the battle.
Make you ready for the battle. This third verse was destruction. You see, because you can basically prepare spiritually. You cannot prepare physically. You see, for this destruction, you can prepare spiritually. See, but say wisdom and knowledge shall be what the strength and stability of that time. Go on.
Make you ready make you ready to that battle, and in those evils.
And in those evil days that we're approaching right now, go on.
Be even as pilgrim upon the earth.
You have to basically move from one place to the other. See, because you know you have all different type of things happening at the same time. If you move, see, shit popping off over there, so. You see me? Woman screaming over there, so. You see me? Boom dropping over there, so. All different things happen at the same time. See, if you move from one place to the other, man. You see me? Run, if you have to run too. Go on.
You have to be even like your house share, man. Your house share is what fox of old, birds of nest. But the son of man have no place to rest his head, man. His head for paraphrasing. So you can't be attached.
Can. That's put off from the weak nature.
Can.
From the burden of men, man. It says, he that selleth, let him be as one that fleeth away.
Can.
And he that buyeth as one that will lose.
So that's the mindset you're supposed to be in right now. You see me? Ready to lose anything. You see me? At any time in this society. Because I guess you're not carried in our kingdom.
Can.
You see, people say, what we are looking for now is temporal.
Can.
But that which is to come is eternal.
Can.
Finish?
It says, he that occupy merchandise,
Can.
as he that art no profit by it.
Can.
And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein.
Exactly. So a lot of people are going to believe in them house. You see me, and live in it, yo.
Let's jump up to 68. It says, for behold, The burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Go on, king love our people. Go on.
And they shall take away certain of you.
Going back to what we basically read the article earlier. You see, a lot of people going to get grab up, the 4 o'clock them say, you see, and get brought to Fema camps.
Can.
So that's what the scripture say. The burning wrath. Read the part again, brother.
Just for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
Kindled over our people. Go on.
And they shall take away certain of you.
Go on.
And feed certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols.
Talking about the Rfid, the Microchip, but they basically bring a lot of people to concentration camp. You see, if you give them a Rfid, the Microchip. You see, out here in Jamaica, you see, I'm going to use schools and churches and certain other country. Basically chip people. Just like when you have any hurricane or any disaster come, you see, to our country, you always with people. You see, leave them home and go to schools or churches. You see, a certain place. You see, but the same place they use to chip a lot of people in time to come. Or like out here in Portland, Teachfield High School. You see, you have a military base. You see me next door. Near Teachfield High School. So we already know so they're going to use Teachfield High School to chip a lot of people. Or I'm out here in Portland, Portland. And Portland going to feel it. You see, this third reservoir destruction. You see, the most here because Portland have a majority of the profits out here.
Right.
What?
And they that consent unto them,
and they that consent unto the so-called white man, go on,
shall be had in derision.
I'll be had in derision.
And
so all who join with him, I get put to death. Yo. All who join with the so-called white man, I get put to death. Go on.
And in reproach and trodden under foot.
Go on.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection.
A great insurrection, a great uprising against our people. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. Go on.
Upon those that fear the Lord.
Talking about our people. What?
They shall be like madmen, sparing none.
So when the so-called white man, you see me, make a move on our people, so what the scripture said not going to happen. They're going to be like madman, sparing none. So they're not going to business. If you want little children, or you little pitney, as I say, or a pregnant woman with a big belly, you see they're going to slaughter you or shoot you. You see, so when we use all the gun and licking a woman in her belly because that's what happens. They're not going to have no pity. You
say the scripture tell you in Deuteronomy, so I'm going to bring a nation against you which neither regard the whole, show favor to the young. For paraphrase, and it's the same set of people.
So-called white man, Edomites.
It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, that our people merely. You see me, hey, we know some man come for us, yo. You see me, certain men, they get brought to concentration camp. You see me, as I mentioned earlier. You see, boy, you see all our people. You see, when we say the so-called white man, your friend, hey, you're going to learn the hard way about this devil, yo. See, people say, never trust thine enemy. You see me, as high and rusted, so is his wickedness, yo. So you're going to know this man, I think of your friend, yo. Real soon, the hard way.
Yes, these people are always quick to defend the cracker, man, this white man. Always quick to defend the white man. Them not defend them own. There's been something bad happen to them. I heard something about one of our own. And you know, look no way to them, but I say something bad about the white man. I see how them come down upon you, man. See? He says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. He says, then shall they be known who are my chosen.
But then shall they be known who are the Lord chosen. Then a lot of people are going to know. I was keep saying, then shall they know that they have been a prophet amongst them. So when shit start to happen, and people start to bug out, and people are get put to death left, right, and center, people are drop like fly. The same people say, then shall they be known who are the Lord chosen. Go on.
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
Go on. So we get I go through a lot of things in time to come also. See, the men of the Lord, the elect. So that I say all praises and honor to your Yahweh, Marshal, Marshal, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there push this through, continue to push this through because pretty soon we're going to leave this wicked, nasty society. Shalom.